In this section, we are dealing with meditation for couples. And in every spiritual tradition across the world, there is the recognition of the male and the female and the power of uniting these energies. For instance, in Taoism, most of us are familiar with the terms yin and yang, which are terms for feminine and masculine energies. In the yogic tradition, and particularly in the Kundalini yoga tradition, it is the arousal of the Kundalini, which is energy at the base of the spine, and this is the Ida and Pingala energies that snake up the spine and go up into through the third eye and into the crown, for us to come to a complete state of enlightenment, because we have aroused both masculine and feminine energies. Now, in Zen Buddhism, the goal is to become more present, both in life, and we would say, and in marriage. And most people today seem to pack way too many things into each day, leaving you both tired and often leaving many things undone. So one of the things that people would do to enhance your relationship with your other would be to plan to do only one or two things together on a weekend, and keep a family schedule and work to keep it focused on just a few things each time that you do things each week. So put space between things. And when scheduling things, don't schedule things so close together. Leave time between activities, allowing more time to enjoy each thing together and less rushing around from place to place. So doing one thing at a time. How often are you and your spouse doing something different, even if you're in the same room? Doing the same thing. Not often. When you're having a conversation, just talk and listen, and don't pay the bills or watch TV as well. When you eat together, turn off all other distractions and just eat together. And it's so meditative to begin the process of single tasking. And whenever you do it slowly and deliberately. I know that goes counter to the way we tend to run our lives, but if you take the time and you learn to enjoy the moments as they occur and come up, you bond together as a couple. So slow down. Make your actions deliberate and not rushed, not random. And with practice, everything in your marriage can be done slowly and deliberately. Everything. Plan daily meditation together, whether you're sitting or walking or even cleaning. Incorporate some meditation time into each day. For me, I use the time not only for meditation, but for spiritual pursuits as well, such as prayer and study and seeking the experience of God and His blessings. The key is daily regularity. Even if it's just 5 minutes, spend some time together as a couple, sitting and experiencing what's going on around you. Consider a weekly date night or an afternoon with each other. If it's important to you, plan ahead and include it in your life so that you're really giving emphasis to your relationship. And your relationship is something that does develop and does deepen as you give it the time and the focus. And another thing about Zen is they always say, live simply. Living life within your means, not having to have everything external, but say my marriage, my partnership, my children, whatever it is in terms of relationships, are the most important things in my life, and make room for that by eliminating a lot of other what we think are essential things, and clear away the clutter and the distractions. Well, as I said, one of the best ways to enhance a relationship is to meditate. If you spend 20 minutes a day, let's say in the evening, meditating together in quiet, you begin to feel deeply safe and relaxed together. Now, there are a lot of ways to bring this about, and we're going to have a couple demonstrate several of these in a moment. But the main thing is that you find a space that you dedicate to your meditation, and make sure that it's quiet and it's undisturbed. It should be used on a regular basis, because location begins to be associated with both relaxation and also higher feelings, and your body relaxes once it goes into that space. I suggest lighting a candle or placing flowers or spiritual pictures in that space to dedicate it. It has the same effect. And prayer might enhance the meditation session. Often couples use the beginning time of meditation to sit side by side and to visualize members of their extended family as well, happy, whole. And this replaces worry, which in fact does send negative energy to the person involved. Now we're going to see 5 different exercises that are helpful just to enhance this meditative process. And it's certainly well worth your time, because we're not hermits. We don't live in caves. We live with people. And if we can include those individuals in our meditative experience, it actually increases and enhances our own practice. Okay, this is exercise number 1. We're going to have you find a quiet place where you both can relax. Sitting closely together in opposite chairs or in Indian yoga position in front of each other if you want. Place your hands on your thighs. Okay, now place your right hand on top of your partner's upturned left hand. There you go. Great. All right, now with this done, I want you to start a combined breathing exercise in which you try to match your breathing with your partner. So guys, just do a bit in and out. And I want you to start visualizing the energy flowing throughout your body, and then send this energy through one hand and receive your partner's energy through the other hand, like making a circuit. And it doesn't matter how you visualize the energy flowing, so long as you allow the energy to flow out from you and into your partner, and allowing your partner's energy to flow into you. Now, having done that, I want you to start feeling the difference in the energy leaving your body and the one that's entering yours. And by feeling, I mean physical sensation, tingly, electric heat. Feel your heartbeat, sense your partner's heartbeat. Visualizing sensation, if you feel or see energy, what does the energy look like? Can you see your partner's energy flow? Emotional sensation, can you feel an emotion that you know is not yours, such as sadness or happiness, fear or joy? Or spiritual sensation, what kind of visions, voices, colors, sounds, smells, and tastes are you experiencing? And do this as long as you feel there's an energy flow between the two of you. And when it stops, then I'd like you to share what you experienced with each other.
Well, I felt good. I felt like at first it was a connection of just peace, and I felt kind of at first we weren't on the same level, and then we got to the same level. Um, and then by the end, I felt kind of this healing feeling um, because I've been feeling a little bit overwhelmed with motherhood and all it has to offer. But I just felt a sense of healing as he looked in my eyes, and I felt his energy.
I felt that there was kind of a calming shift from me thinking and living within myself a lot, and then when we were able to establish a energetic connection there, it was like we just brought the stress levels down and we just sort of relaxed and breathed together.
Okay, all right, well, thank you. Well, this next exercise, we're not going to do this, but I suggest that if you have a timer, that you set a timer for 5 minutes and spend that much time breathing together, which is a delight. But we're going to go on and have you sit close enough that you can stare into each other's eyes. And now I'd like you to feel your beloved's gaze on your eyes. And know that your beloved is breathing for you and is breathing a vital life force into and through you as you are breathing for your beloved. And every breath in and every breath out is providing the gift of life for your beloved. Good. All right, now we're going to refocus your breathing, and together you are now breathing for everyone that you know and love. So I suggest that as a couple you take the time to think about everybody that you worry about, only now we're going to have you breathe for them and send love to them. And then together I want you to breathe for the whole planet. In and out. Good. Return to breathing for your beloved now. I'd like you to feel your beloved breathing for you. And then let there be just one breath, your breaths as one. Okay, good. All right, and as I said, this should probably last about 5 minutes if you are doing it away from what we're doing now. Share with your partner what you experienced.
I experienced, like before, a connection with you that that we're together as a family and we function as a single entity rather than separate people. And when we started to breathe for people that we know, I found myself projecting this tranquility to those people and feeling my worries for them go away. And when it went to the whole world, I think I worry about the world often and breathing for it and helping it in my mind to just take a few breaths and relax. I feel that was very healing to me with my perception of how I view the world as a part of myself.
Yeah. I just felt a peace coming over me, and I felt like when we were breathing for the world, I felt like like me and you together, we can be a power and a force for good and for peace in the world.
Good. All right, exercise 3. As you sit opposite your partner, you're sitting close enough that you can stare into his or her eyes. And as you do, I want you to say softly, just maybe whisper this to yourself, I have known thee of old. I have known thee of old. And you can do it out loud, just as a whisper. And we're going to have you say this for a few times. And as you do, allow yourself to let memories of a time before coming here to surface. And it doesn't matter whether this is true or not. Just let a story or stories unfold. We'll let you just do that, and then we'll have you share your experience.
I have known thee of old. I have known thee of old. I have known thee of old. I have known thee of old.
And whenever you're ready, then let's have one of you share what's coming up for you.
Well, I can't help but think about when Paul and I first met, and very soon after that we were engaged. And I'm thinking about when he asked me to marry him. I already knew that I wanted to marry him, and that kind of comes up for me as I'm doing this. And I don't know if it's because at that time I intuitively knew that I already knew me and him were going to be married, but that's just what's coming up. So.
Well, I just think of when we were dating and we'd go up the canyon. I have a distinct memory of us hiking up Rock Canyon together, and just looking over at you and seeing you as like I had barely met you maybe a few weeks before, but you were at that point one of the best friends I'd ever had, and we were doing things that we both loved together, and I remember how you looked was as if I really had known you from before. So that's what comes up.
Yeah. Almost like just feeling so comfortable, like we knew each other for a long time before
Yeah.
meeting each other.
Good, all right. You may want to write these down in a spiritual journal which you two share. All right, exercise number 4. Because meditation can improve self-esteem and heal individual wounds, meditating together can allow the development of self-awareness that can lead to a heart-centered opening in the love relationship with oneself or one's partner. Meditation has been known to end arguments, get rid of grudges, and clear the air between couples. All right, in this one, we're going to have you sit down again opposite your partner, and this time put your hands together in prayer right at the middle of your chest, so that you're, yes, tuning into your heart center. Then you look into your partner's eyes and bow your head in recognition of his or her soul or spirit. And project love from your heart and any other positive thought you like, such as, we are a loving couple who seeks the highest spiritual experience. Now look into the soul and the heart of your partner through your eyes. Okay, good. Now place one hand over the other hand at your heart center here, so that you put one hand against your chest and the other hand on top of that. Good. Close your eyes and meditate on your heart. Go deep within to the center of your being. All right, I'd like you to exhale deeply 3 times and then relax. And share what you experienced.
I experienced, when we were still looking in each other's eyes, I just felt, I don't know, I just felt, I got a sense of our relationship, what it is. It's a very fun, loving relationship and very light, and most of the time light. And when I closed my eyes and went into my heart, I just felt like sometimes I'm weak, but that because of our relationship, I don't have to worry about being weak or vulnerable because he's with me and he's there for me.
What I felt was just an overall desire to show compassion to you, and going deep down, I think that stems from a feeling of understanding that we're all individuals with needs and with feelings, and I feel that all life deserves that kind of compassion, and if I feel like I need love, then logically everyone else needs love too. It's just, I don't know, that's how it connected in my head, that it was just something that I felt like I wanted to give and something that I wanted to receive. And that just stems from this intuitive knowledge that we're all the same. And therefore we all have similar needs. That's sort of what I got out.
So this is another exercise for an intimate experience of spirit with your loved one. Sharing spiritual intimacy transforms your relationship into a love affair that invites you both to experience higher states of consciousness. All right, now one of the things I suggest if you're going to do this is to create a supportive environment by using candles. Keep it light enough to see each other's eyes. And sometimes it's nice to play relaxing music very quietly in the background. Another alternative is to be outside in nature. You can sit on the floor meditation style or use 2 chairs facing each other. Feel a connection between the base of your spine through your heart to the top of your head, and from your heart to your beloved's heart. Both of you place your left hand's palm up and then put your right hand palm down on your beloved's right hand. There we go. And let your hands be relaxed and softly connected. Close your eyes and slowly and silently count from 1 to 9. And while you're counting, notice your body relaxing. Feel how the chair or the floor supports your body. Notice when your breathing changes without trying to control it. And after reaching the count of 9, allow your eyes to slowly open. Whether or not your beloved's eyes are also open, gaze upon your beloved, making eye contact when his or her eye is also open. Once both of you establish eye contact, remain in that joyous connection for a few moments, or as long as it feels comfortable. Allow your beloved to see into your soul through your eyes, while you continue breathing and feeling the support of the floor or the chair. And let your attention move between the different sensations in your body. And when you're ready to close your eyes again, say out loud to the other, I am here.
I am here.
I am here.
Okay, wait a moment for the words to sink in. Wait a moment for the words to sink in. When we speak from a meditative space, the words resound in our hearts. So with your eyes closed, feel the effect of these words. I am here. I am here is very powerful, and so is I love you, or I will always be here, or I am with you in spirit. Feel how the chair or our floor supports your body. Notice when your breathing changes without trying to control it. And after you reach the count of 9, allow your eyes to slowly open.
And then you're going to each say the following phrase.
Thank you for being in my life.
Thank you for being in my life.
Thank you for looking into my eyes.
Thank you for looking into my eyes.
Thank you for being here with me right now.
Thank you for being here with me right now.
Thank you for being present.
Thank you for being present.
Thank you for everything you do for me.
Thank you for everything you do for me.
Thank you for your warming my heart.
Thank you for warming my heart.
Thank you for allowing me to love you.
Thank you for allowing me to love you.
Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you for sharing this moment.
Thank you for sharing this moment.
Thank you for being you.
Thank you for being you.
Thank you for allowing me to be me.
Thank you for allowing me to be me.
Thank you for growing with me.
Thank you for growing with me.
Thank you for seeing me.
Thank you for seeing me.
Thank you for touching me.
Thank you for touching me.
Thank you for loving God.
Thank you for loving God.
Okay, and then just take a quiet moment. And then let's hear or share what you've experienced with one another.
It's, well, it's almost like you're having a conversation without really not having a conversation, and you're connecting on a very spiritual level by saying those things to each other and trying to feel them and mean what you say.
Yeah. I think I mean, to feel just appreciated, to get a thank you is, opens your heart, and doing this has really helped me feel a little more open to Paul, and doing the I am here with him, I felt more like we are just existing together or being together.
For this exercise, we're going to find a comfortable place for you and your partner to meditate. You can sit back to back, whether it's cross-legged on the floor or on your bed. And wherever you choose to go, make sure that your backs are touching. And you want to feel your spines come together and take a nice deep breath and let go of all thoughts. Close your eyes and start to synchronize your breathing, inhaling and exhaling together. Now pull your shoulders back about an inch and hook your arms together. There we go. And then keep your breathing synchronized. Just so you go back to that. And then I'd like you to sway side to side. And as you move to one side, inhale together. And as you move to the other side, exhale together. And focus on slowly moving as one unit. Now we're going to come back to center. And this time we're going to have you move forward and backward. So as you move in one direction, inhale together, and as you start moving in the other direction, exhale together. Make sure to keep your arms hooked and continue breathing together. Let's come back to center again. And unhook your arms. And now I'd like you to turn around so you're both facing each other. And make eye contact. And as you do so, bring your breathing into harmony again. And you may feel any number of emotions coming up. You may feel like laughing or crying or talking, but don't respond. Just allow those feelings to flow through you and come back to center. All right. And let's have you hug each other. Now sit back and gather your own energy and thoughts. And when you're ready, I'd like you to share with your partner what you experienced.
Well, when we were moving together, back to back, when our spines were connected, I felt like, we were moving together physically right then, but I felt like as we take this into our lives, into our relationship, we'll be able to move together in, I guess, theoretically or metaphorically, as a couple and making decisions and doing things together. So things will just go smooth and we can connect. That's really what I felt. You?
I don't have anything to share.
Okay.
All right. Well, many couples report this as a deeper way to make contact with each other that does not have to do with sex. In fact, in the yogic meditation tradition, there are many practices designed to help couples come to a sublime experience of a very high state of consciousness for both participants. When this happens, energy is aroused from the base of the spine and snakes its way up from male to female sides to the top, where both people experience what they term samadhi, wherein the respective individual personalities and the identities of each participant feel like they are completely dissolved in a unity of cosmic consciousness or union with God.